If you ever get tired of playing Identity 5 and feel like trying out a shooter game or something, you could give Fortnite or Call of Duty a shot. But hey, if you're still attached to your IDV characters and want them to be the ones in the middle of all the action, fear not. That's where the Duo Hunters mode swoops in to save the day. Duo Hunters is basically Battlefield 1 crammed into Identity 5, because let's face it, everyone in this game is a certified gangster. Out of all the game modes, Duo Hunters might just be the most popular one, right up there with Tarot. As for chasing shadows, yeah, let's not even go there. It's like everyone collectively decided to forget about that mode. Duo Hunters has this magnetic charm that pulls everyone in, making it so popular that NetEase decided to extend its duration. While that's great news for the players, it also comes with a few not-so-great side effects. And let's be real, Duo Hunters isn't perfect. What could possibly be wrong with it? Let's dive in and find out, folks! In case you've been too busy grinding ranks to notice Duo Hunters, allow me to give you a little glimpse. Duo Hunters, also known as Pack Hunters, or as the community fondly dubs it, 2 vs 8, is a mode in IDV where both the number of survivors and hunters are doubled. That's right, in this chaotic spectacle there are 2 hunters and 8 survivors, all brawling or simping around the arena. If you take a closer look, this mode is basically a boxing arena, but with more decoding and less common sense. You can find Duo Hunters in the Violent Struggle menu of the game, right alongside other game modes like Tarot, Die Hard Tarot, Silent Racing, Hide and Seek, Blackjack, and Catchball. Just like ranked matches, this mode isn't available 24/7, only during specific times. Honestly, that's a blessing in disguise, because who wants to brawl for 24 hours straight? There are several changes and limitations in this mode, so let's break down one by one. The first change you'll notice, of course, is the 8 survivors and 2 hunters. Another twist lies in the cipher machines. In this mode, you need to decode 7 cipher machines instead of the usual 5, with 11 cipher machines scattered around the map. The more, the merrier, right? Well, it's all fun until you get chased by not 1, but 2 relentless hunters. Still talking about the cipher machines, the decoding time is also increased in this mode. This means the hunters have even more time to harass poor Helena or Luca, who are now stuck decoding at a snail's pace. Next up, both basements are open on this map, giving you way more chances to throw a basement party whenever someone ignores the "Don't rescue me" message. Another subtle change in this mode is the availability of several magical phone booths, which let you access Amazon and buy all sorts of things online. You want a book? Voila! There's your book! Need a flashlight? No worries, pal. Just call, and it's yours. Most of the time, though, survivors use these phone booths to order perfumes and guns, making the theory of Martha and Vera simping even more sensible. Another change you'll notice is that instead of going down after 2 hits, survivors now need 3 hits to be downed. Well, make that 4 hits if you're Ada Mesmer, 6 hits if you're Vera Nair, and essentially immortal if you're Lucino, assuming you've mastered their abilities. Sounds frustrating for hunters, right? Actually, not so much. Hunters can always gang up on a particular survivor, making them the one who's really feeling the frustration. Yep, just like that one group project where the only goal is to make one person's life as miserable as possible. When a survivor gets chaired for the first time, they go into a countdown before they can be rescued. This could be a blessing or a curse. Imagine being chaired for the first time, and both exit gates are already open. You're just sitting there, counting down, while everyone else decides to waltz out and leave you hanging. Not every map is available in this mode. So, even though I absolutely adore White Sand Street Asylum for its prime trolling potential, you won't be finding it here. So far, there are only 4 maps available in Duo Hunters: Eversleeping Town, Moonlit River Park, Leo's Memory, and Lakeside Village. Originally, you could also play in the larger version of Eversleeping Town, but they took that out, leaving you to battle it out in the other 4. Rumor has it that the larger Eversleeping Town and the Golden Cave might make a comeback though. Not only are some maps MIA, but there are also a few hunters missing from this mode. Yidra, Alva, Keegan, Percy, and Joseph are all sitting this one out. If I'm wrong about this lineup, do let me know. But until then, survivors might be able to relax because there won't be anyone there to jump scare them. Why those hunters aren't playable in this mode remains a mystery to me. But if I had to guess, I'd say Keegan, Alva, and Joseph are benched because they'd make decoding feel like an eternal struggle. It's like needing to use the bathroom but being in a match, and now you're stuck holding it for an hour because that's how long the match is going to drag on. Sounds like a recipe for maximum agony, doesn't it? Maybe NetEase just wants to spare us that kind of suffering. And especially Joseph? Well, let's not forget the fangirls lining up to get their screenshots with him. Now Yidra, with her ability to split into multiple beings, might have been left out because NetEase feared the match would end in record time for the hunters. Imagine it. Instead of a simple 2 versus 8, it's suddenly 9 versus 8. Okay, I might be exaggerating a bit, but you get the point. Having Yidra around could make things a bit too chaotic for everyone. Last but not least, Percy. I have no idea why NetEase decided to keep him out of Duo Hunters. My wild theory? Percy might be missing out simply because he doesn't have those flashy skins that make the mode feel like a contest of who has the most dazzling wardrobe. It's like Percy showed up to the fashion show in his pajamas while everyone else is rocking designer outfits. Poor Percy. It seems like he's been left out of the style parade. But hey, that's just my wild thought. The main reason Percy might be MIA could be the rocket chairs. With 2 hunters on the prowl, it'd be a piece of cake for survivors to rescue from rocket chairs in their designated spots, and not have to worry about survivor crawling in any part of the whole map. People mostly play Duo Hunters for the fun of it, not for serious training or anything. So, naturally, you'll encounter a bunch of hilarious problems that can turn into comedy gold. Curious about what kind of misadventures await? The first gem of Duo Hunters is that you might end up with teammates who don't rescue at all, or don't decode at all. I once got absolutely pummeled by 2 hunters with 3 ciphers left and all survivors still alive. I pinged for help, and guess what? Crickets! Everyone was too busy decoding. That day, I ended up letting my frustration loose in the English 1 channel. Well, nothing says I'm having a great time like a public rant about your useless team. The exact opposite can also happen, by the way. Instead of a team that won't rescue, you might find yourself surrounded by wannabe rescuers, even when they're playing as Evelyn or Helena. Picture this. You're in a match for 10 minutes, and only 1 machine is decoded because everyone's too busy trying to be the hero. For these players, decoding is just too boring. Another problem in Duo Hunters is the drama it creates, whether it's from the hunters or the survivors. It's not unusual for a hunter to single out the weakest survivor and give them a rough time. Now, imagine being that weakest survivor, chased by not 1 but 2 hunters. Survivors often think that being double-teamed is the worst thing ever. After all, a hunter can already take down 4 survivors in a quick match, so why team up just to gang up on a lone Margaretha? But don't think hunters escape unscathed either. While survivors grumble about being double-teamed, hunters have their own set of woes. Imagine getting shot at by 8 people because your teammates are either AFK, total newbies, or too busy simping for that one Luca Balsa in the corner. It's like having 4 harassers in quick match or ranked match is bad enough, But now picture every one of those harassers armed with guns and hunting down a lone hunter who's stuck in the game because their teammates just refuse to leave. Speaking of AFK hunters, I really feel for those stuck with an AFK teammate. They become the ultimate punching bag for 8 survivors who are more than ready to take out their frustrations. These survivors, having been beaten up in ranked matches, come to duo hunters to get their revenge or just vent their anger. With one lone hunter surrounded by 8 eager survivors, it's no wonder they might just want to quit. But nope, they can't, because their teammate is MIA. If I were in their shoes, I'd probably just turn off my phone or PC and head straight to the pharmacy for some aspirin. Like I said before, Duo Hunters is basically point-blank shoved into Identity V. Every survivor in that mode shows up armed to the teeth, transforming from cute, simpable dolls into ruthless gangsters. Even the little girl, who's usually known for her grass-carrying doll, is now running around with a gun. Sometimes I wonder, why can't the little girl drink alcohol but can carry a gun? Is wielding a gun somehow safer than sipping on alcohol? Serious matches in Duo Hunters are a rare sight. Most of the time, it's either a happy hour or a total nightmare. Yet, even in this chaotic mode, you've got those salty folks who just can't help but vent their frustrations in the post-match chat. They're the ones losing their cool over that one player who's busy buying every flare gun in sight. Sure, it's totally normal to complain about it, but come on, bro. It's Duo Hunters. What did you expect? A hardcore COA match? Hell no. We've talked a lot about the Duo Hunter mechanism, experience, and so on. So now, let's talk about the main theme. Is Duo Hunters good or bad?
Fuck you!
This question, to be honest, is very subjective matter. Good or bad, from what side? First off, let's spotlight the silver lining of Duo Hunters. The most noticeable perk is that it's a great stress reliever after a grueling ranked session. It's like a free-for-all where players can indulge in their wildest fantasies, harassing hunters, selling out their teammates, and yes, channeling their inner gangster. Hunters, on the other hand, get a chance to take out their ranked frustrations by chasing down that poor Helena who kited them through 5 ciphers. It's basically a let it all out mode, where everyone gets to unleash their inner drama king or queen. Now, the downside is, if you play Duo Hunters too much, you might just forget how to play properly. Survivors could lose their kite skills entirely because all they're focused on is racking up points, hitting up the phone booth, ordering guns online, chasing the hunter, shooting walls, getting chaired, getting rescued, buying another gun, and then shooting the hunter while they still have their excitement. Hunters, on the other hand, might start forgetting how Joseph, Alva, and other hunters work after spending too much time in Duo Hunters. They might end up always bringing the excitement trait, forgetting that they're actually playing a ranked match, not a Duo Hunters free-for-all. They might remember every nook and cranny of Lakeside Village or Ever Sleeping Town like the back of their hand. But when it comes to Arms Factory or the Red Church, well, they might need to relearn the exact locations of those elusive cipher machines. And that's a wrap on our chat about Duo Hunters. Remember, it's all in good fun, so don't take any of this too seriously. Feel free to drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.